Hello, and welcome to Softer. This is Mara Morales. Today is a special day. Today, we begin our very first Softness in Action Kindness Challenge. Over the next 7 days, we're going to focus on one simple but powerful theme: being kinder to yourself. Because if we're honest, many of us find it easier to extend compassion to others than we do to ourselves. We encourage our friends. We forgive our loved ones. We remind other people to slow down and take care of themselves. But when it comes to our own lives, we often believe we have to earn rest, earn grace, earn compassion. Today's episode begins with one simple reminder: rest is not something you earn, it is something you need. Somewhere along the way, many of us started believing that rest was a reward for finishing everything on our to-do list. But what happens when the list never ends? What happens when there's always one more email, one more chore, one more responsibility waiting for us? If we're not careful, we begin postponing our own well-being. I'll rest when this project is finished. I'll slow down next week. I'll take care of myself after everyone else is taken care of. But your worth has never been measured by your productivity. You are valuable because you are human, not because you're constantly accomplishing. The truth is, even the earth has seasons of rest. Trees don't apologize for losing their leaves. The ocean doesn't rush its tides. The sun sets every evening without asking permission. Nature reminds us that rest is not weakness. It's part of a healthy rhythm, and maybe it can become part of yours too. Today's small act of kindness is simple. Give yourself 15 minutes of guilt-free rest. Not because you've finished everything, not because you've earned it, simply because you're a human being who deserves moments of peace. Maybe you sit outside with a cup of tea. Maybe you read a few pages of a good book. Maybe you close your eyes and breathe. Maybe you take a slow walk without checking your phone. Whatever rest looks like for you today, receive it without apology. Because when we care for ourselves with kindness, we have more kindness to offer the people around us. Kindness truly does begin within, and that's why we're starting here. Kindness fuels kindness, which fuels kindness. And sometimes the kindest thing you can do is simply give yourself permission to pause. Now, let's slow down together. Find a comfortable position, sitting or lying down. If it feels safe, gently close your eyes. Take a slow breath in and slowly let it go. Again, breathing in and breathing out. Allow your shoulders to soften. Relax your jaw. Let your hands rest comfortably. Notice that for this moment, there is nowhere else you need to be. Nothing to prove. Nothing to accomplish. Just breathe. With every inhale, imagine breathing in peace. With every exhale, imagine releasing pressure, releasing expectations, releasing the feeling that you always have to be doing more. Now silently repeat, I am worthy of rest. I do not have to earn peace. I can care for myself with the same kindness I offer others. Take one more slow breath in and slowly exhale. Rest here for another moment. Allow yourself to experience what it feels like to simply be. And remember, becoming softer is a practice. Every day offers another opportunity to replace pressure with peace, perfection with compassion, and striving with gentle acceptance. Begin bringing your awareness back to your body. Notice the surface beneath you. Gently wiggle your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready, open your eyes. As we begin our Softness in Action challenge today, I invite you to download your free Softness in Action journal at thesofterpodcast.com if you haven't already. After today's episode, spend a few minutes reflecting on these questions. What does rest mean to me? What makes it difficult for me to slow down? How can I show myself greater kindness this week? Small reflections often lead to meaningful change. Before we finish today, I'd love to share another softer story. This one was sent in by Laura from Bozeman, Montana. She writes, "A few years ago, I was working 2 jobs while caring for my dad after his stroke. Every evening, I told myself I'd rest tomorrow. Tomorrow turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. One afternoon, my dad looked at me and said, 'Honey, I miss your smile.' I laughed and told him I was just tired. He reached over, squeezed my hand, and said something I'll never forget. 'You take such good care of everyone else. Don't forget that you belong on your own list.' That sentence stopped me in my tracks. I realized I had been treating rest like something I had to deserve. Now, every afternoon, I spend 15 quiet minutes on my porch with a cup of tea. Those few minutes have changed my life. They've made me a better daughter, a better friend, and a happier person. Sometimes the kindest thing we can do is simply allow ourselves to pause." Thank you, Laura, for sharing your beautiful story with us. Now we'd love to hear yours. Has someone ever shown you kindness you'll never forget? Has a simple act of compassion changed the way you see the world? Or has Softer inspired you to become a little gentler with yourself or someone else? Share your Softer story by emailing us at thesofterpodcast@gmail.com. Your story may be featured in a future episode and could become the encouragement someone else needs to hear. And if these daily moments of reflection are meaningful to you, please take a moment to like, follow, and subscribe to Softer. It helps us reach more hearts and continue to build a kinder, more connected world together. Thank you for listening to Softer. Our music is by Rebecca De La Torre and Thomas Searing. Softer is produced by Michelle Severson. This has been Mara Morales. Carry the softness with you today.